Hello and welcome to Freedom Care Warrior Project's Warrior Pursuits TV. Join us each week as we take veterans on outdoor adventures to show our appreciation. This week we're at Warrior Ranch in Graham, Texas. This is Operation Gunsmoke 4. It's an annual event we have where we host veterans and invite them to the Warrior Ranch for a helicopter hog hunting experience they'll never forget.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Big fan, little fan. That'll get you. We got a shooter here, right? And you're gonna bring another shooter up. So you bring him in, just stand your shooter right here. So just pay attention. Situational awareness is key, right? Has been our whole adult lives. Most of us are professional warriors. Keeps us alive, our buddies alive. If you see somebody doing something, stop them. Okay, grab them. I've tackled people to the ground. That'll get you. You're gonna have your harness on. You're gonna put it on first. Then you're gonna put your mag holders, have at least 2 full mags. And then you're gonna swing your rifle. It's gotta have a sling on it. This is the proper way for a slung rifle. Get you right here. That's your seat. I'll hook you up. Headset on. Feet on the perch if you want. Rifle will be on. Go. Here we go. Snap.
So we woke up early this morning, got out to the ranch where we're going to stage the helicopter. This year we are staging the helicopter at the hunting area in the center of about 15,000 acres. So we woke up really early this morning. The guys have arrived. We're just ready for a fantastic day of aerial hog shooting, and the guys are ecstatic. I know that as many hogs are around here, these guys are going to have a ball.
I'm a big hog hunter, and shooting hogs from a helicopter was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, something that I may do again, I may not do it again, but I was ready to come and shoot some hogs and make some friends. I expected to come out, and I knew there would be a lot of veterans. I didn't realize at how quickly everyone would just instantly become friends. We come from all over. We're veterans. There's some that are still active duty, and it was like we were all buddies. We served in the same unit. We knew each other for a while. Everybody was helping everyone else. If someone needed some help with sighting in, or filling ammo, or helping with shooting clay, there was somebody there. There was always a veteran or a member that was there to help you. It was just amazing to see all these veterans sit around the fire and talk about their experiences and things they've seen and future deployments, what they expect. And it was comforting to know that even though we were all strangers when we first got here, that by the time we leave, that we all made new friends, regardless of where we came from. I suffer from severe PTSD and severe depression, and it's hard. It's hard in the civilian world and with your family. Your family only knows a small piece of what you went through, and they'll never know some parts of your story. You don't want them to know what you saw, what you heard, what you've been through. And coming out here and meeting these other veterans and having the chance to talk to someone else that's been there and that's pretty much been there and done that. A lot of them suffer from the same things, that you do. And it's been an awesome experience being able to talk to everyone and be able to tell them things that you can't tell your family, that they don't understand, but the veterans do, and they know. And I know your family's always there, but so are your veterans, your fellow men and women that have served. You don't have to serve with them. A lot of us came here today and we didn't know one another, but we were able to talk and let each other know, hey, this bothers me, and you kind of just bond together and help each other through it. And just know that coming out here has helped me so much, and I kind of come out of my shell a little bit and was able to let some of that go that I was feeling. And I'll never forget it, but it's made it a lot easier. And I know that I have, friends out there, veterans that I could talk to.
From 2002, I went to Iraq in the end of 2004 on my 21st birthday. Advance party for Alpha Company 2nd Tank Battalion, 2nd Marine Division. Went into Fallujah, Iraq. I am a disabled vet. Majority of it is PTSD. A little bit is some other things from some hits we took in the tank, just the hearing issues because of the tank and those kind of things. But most of it is because of PTSD. And coming down here has helped a lot with that. You come down here, like I said, not knowing And almost anybody, if you're lucky, you come down here with a group of friends or a group of fellow Marines or a group of fellow soldiers, and but you come down here into the unknown, and it's something that most of us, if not all of us, that have been deployed or even just stationed somewhere where there wasn't a conflict has experienced. It's the fear of the unknown, but it's almost gone immediately. You start finding like-minded people with the same issues, the same problems, been to the same places, done the same things, seen the same things as you, and it's almost like you're back in the camaraderie of your former unit. Even after almost 10 years of being out, it made me feel like I was home. It made me feel like I was with the boys that I went to war with and that I spent time with and done things that nobody else can even imagine outside of the military. With them. It didn't matter what branch you were, you got along with them, and you shared your stories, and you shot the best you could, even with a little friendly competition, and you hope for the best. And it's been one of the best weekends I've had in a very, very long time, and it's going to be something I always remember. And for someone who's worried about talking to someone about coming down, don't be. If you got someone that says, hey, you need to call these people, you call them the next available chance you get, and because they're all great people, and the support people here, I mean, it's almost like they've known you your whole life. They welcome you in open arms, they cook for you, they take care of you, they joke with you and make you laugh, and it's been an experience that I will not soon forget, if ever.
And said they were looking for female active duty soldiers to participate in a weekend hog hunt with the helicopter. And I said, yeah, when? I'll be there. Down here in Texas, and I'm currently in Missouri. And told me about Freedom Care and what it was about, and I was game, so I couldn't wait to come down here. And then also the fact that I'm public affairs for the Army right now, we kind of threw around the idea about doing an article and bringing some exposure to what Freedom Care does. I came back in the Army after a 19-year break in service in 2008. Showed up at Fort Hood in July. We got ready to deploy in December. You know, I'm enamored and in awe because I was a brigade secretary, and although I did a lot of operational support, and I worked with the PSD, the personnel safety team that helped the colonel and the sergeant major while on their battlefield circs, you know, I kind of had a cush job. I sat in an air-conditioned office and cleaned things up when visitors came or VIPs came, and worked with the public affairs when media came, and I did go out of the wire, as they say, twice, basically just to say I did. So I didn't do what a lot of these people that are here this weekend did. So my hat's off to the people that are here. It's actually the same thing that I felt the moment I came back on active duty. The sense of family that people in uniform, whether they're wearing a Navy uniform, an Air Force uniform, Army or Marines. When I was out of the Army for 19 years, you don't get that in the civilian world, that sense of family, and it's tacitly communicated. It's unspoken, but it's instant, and I see that going on this weekend. And I don't know everybody's story. I don't know how many people that may benefit from having that same sensation. But people, you know, when I was in the Army in the 80s, nobody thanked you for your service. So when people say that to me now, I'm almost a little embarrassed because I don't feel like I've done anything to earn that kind of gratitude, even though I did deploy. But I know there's people that are here that deserve that. And I just hope that there's some people here that gain something from this experience, just being around people who do understand them, and without even really having to talk about things sometimes, you just know.
My name's Tim Sickle. Everybody calls me Pop. I was one of the oldest guys in my platoon. And my last name's Sickle, so a lot of guys call me Popsicle. I served with 3rd ID. I was 269 HHC, which is headquarters and headquarters company. I was a Cavalry Scout back in 2005 when I was enlisted. And I enlisted actually when I was 32 years old. I was one of the oldest guys. Cavalry Scouts is kind of unheard of. Older gentleman, 32, serving. Went and did my basic training at Fort Knox, Kentucky. Then I was stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia with 3rd ID. And from there, went to Baghdad, was deployed in Baghdad in 2006, 2007. Close bond, we were a novelty. There's about 32 guys in my platoon. And with where the area we were at, it was kind of a novelty. We went out and did all the sneaking and peeking and did all the reconnaissance. And back in August 17, 2007, we were in a firefight. And at the time, my Humvee got hit with an EFP, which is a bigger and better IED, and killed my lieutenant, Lieutenant Jonathan Eads. He was on the right seat in the back, and I was driving at the time. Sergeant Wiley was gunning, and Captain Sirota was doing the TC. He was in the right front seat. We got under attack. Our Humvee got hit, went through me, missing my head by 3 inches, and went into Sergeant Wiley and broke my back, causing quite a bit of damage in the back. And shrapnel and the bomb killed Lieutenant Eads. And had a lot of heroes that day that tried to save Lieutenant Eads. And my brothers did their jobs and saved my life. And I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for them. Weeks before that, I actually enlisted, re-enlisted, re-upped, as you would call it, to serve more. I wanted to be a mechanic, Chinook mechanic, and try to be a crew chief eventually. After I got hit, I went to Landstuhl, Germany. Was there for about a month, and then came back home. Did a lot of rehab, did a lot of surgeries, and it was kind of like ripping, a lot of emotions out when you get taken away from somewhere or something that you loved to something that you just didn't understand why you couldn't go back. So that was difficult. And being as old as I was when I got hit, I've got 3 children. Now they're 20 and 17 and 14. And being a dad and a husband, which I have a beautiful wife, and being now, I had to understand that there's more to life than to military, and that was hard. But being a father, I've got to take care of and got fatherly duties. So I've been out now close to 6 years. I retired back in 2010, and it's been a hard adjustment. Freedom Care Warrior Project has done a lot for veterans. When I first encountered, it was from my AW2 advocate, Linda Parrish, and told me about this Freedom Care and about what they do and taking guys out and back in the nature and back in the hunting or fishing and just being with other guys, other vets. From there, I called John Van Winkle, and super great guy, just wanting to give back and just wanting to do a lot of things for veterans. And I got to encounter John back in 2012, 2013, 2012, and got to interact with some veterans at an event he had, and a helicopter hog hunt, and that was a life-changing experience to see other veterans' struggles day in and day out as much as mine is. My struggles, are constant every day, and you just have to work through it, and you have to learn ways to fight through it. with Freedom Care, you didn't have to worry about who's hurting, who's not hurting, because everybody's hurting. We just got to mingle and share stories and interact with other veterans that go through day-to-day hardships, and it's magnified. Civilian life is magnified more because we're dealing with military experience and then coming back, and it's harder. Quite a few people just don't understand what veterans go through, and they want to understand, they want to sympathize or empathize, but if you haven't been there, you'll never know. And the best thing you can do is bring guys back together and allow them to do things that make them feel accomplished. Give them something, and Freedom Care has done that for me and for a lot of vets.